Well, let's talk about how you guys became a team, and also, too, I have to say, of the original Four Horsemen, which, of course, is the greatest faction of all time. How did this all come together with you guys first aligning with each other?
You know, I don't remember at what focal point Tully and I became a team other than when we kicked Ole out, who was ready to go home and watch his kid wrestle amateur. At the time, we were offended, both on a shoot and a work, because we were red hot. But he said, hey, guys, you know, I didn't sign up for life. I want to go see my kid wrestle amateur at UTC Chattanooga. Now,
this was the original Four Horsemen with Flair, Ole, and
Tully,
you two guys.
JJ.
Oh, Jay. Okay, and
myself.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, and it just kind of came out of nowhere. And so we went, okay, we got a hell of a thing here, but, you know, we got to honor his wishes, because he was going one way or the other.
Yeah.
Period. And now, as a dad with a 23-year-old that has got to see my son in, you know, in the sports, high school sports and all that stuff, you know, he didn't make it in college, but I get it. I get it now. And once we kicked him out and put Luger in his place, there was a natural evolution to move Rick into Rick's spot as a world champion. Luger's the guy that we had to make into the heavy hitter just because of his look, and that left me and Tully kind of as a team.
Yeah.
That's the way I remember it, and we just kind of fell into it, and it clicked from day one. And I've said before, I learned more about tag team wrestling with this guy than anybody that I had as a partner, and I had some great partners over the years. But he just knows how to get heat, and in the course of, you know, sucking a guy in and you know, and all those things we used to do, mostly would get a guy to blow his stack, and while he's pounding the piss out of this guy, he forgot about the one that's going to do the damage, which is the one fixing to kick him in the back of the head. And he kind of taught me that psychology, and we just clicked. It got to a point, Chris, and you may have been this way with some partners in the past. I could just look at him. I could have him in headlock, and I could just look at him, and he knew what I wanted. I may take it as far as just to tap myself on the leg, shoot him off. If I dropped down when he hit those ropes, he knew, catch him in the back. And it got to be automatic, and that's when it really got fun.
And it was fun. And it was one of the things when we went up to the WWE was things wanted to be a little more planned out, which didn't really float real well.
Right. You know, it's that way to this day.
I said, do what? When? How? What?
You're talking about calling more spots in the back rather than just feeling it in the ring.
Exactly.
Right.
And which is where we were at. And it was fun to go to work. Working with this guy every stinking night. I mean, it was you had fun in the ring, and you knew that 16,000 people or however many were there got their money's worth watching us, and that was satisfying. And that was what we were paid to do, was entertain people.